Okay, folks, it is 9 past the hour, on the hour, whatever the hour is. It's Sunday night. My brain's fried. You know what you need to do. 10 taps. 4 for the hell, 1 for the space, 4 for the air, 1 for a smile on my face. And we've already started. Let's do this. Hello! Greetings, salutations. 9 o'clock UK time, Sunday night.
Coffee drinking tea.
Thanks for cutting in.
Sorry.
Have you had a good weekend, folks? Have you? Because I've had a brilliant weekend. Well, actually, yeah, I've had a brilliant weekend, in all honesty. Today, I have been fried. In fact, my brain has been fried pretty much from about 2 p.m. on Saturday. It has been salute. Now, I'm talking horsey because I haven't talked so much in, I think, 5 years. It's been 5 years since I've done a salute. Yeah, it was the last salute I went to was before the pandemic, you know, before the lockdowns and the world went a little bit weird. Yeah, which means, yeah, this was like the first time I've actually done a salute, and salute involves a lot of talking because I did film. I have done the tables and everything. So, whoa. But I am literally burnt out. Talking wise, I'm burnt out. Everything wise, brilliant weekend though. Okay, right. Where to start? See how? Right. First off, Google Doc is open. The link is down below. Let me double check it is open. Yeah, it is open. If you have any questions.
No, yeah. Oh, I thought you already got one then.
No. Yeah, if you have any questions, drop into the description down below. Jump over, drop me some questions. I'm not expecting it to be a massive long show tonight with loads of terrain questions, but a few questions about salute and stuff like that. War game shows in general and tables for shows. That might be good. So, if some of you guys would like to do good thing, and actually help spur the conversation, not because you've got a question, but you think, war game shows in general, let's take Mel down this lane. Let's do it. Okay, so it's open. I'll leave that down to you. And we'll see how this chat goes. Now, salute for me. Obviously, I don't want to go on about the mental health and that sort of stuff, yeah, because we're trending upwards. Yeah, but sort of a big step for me. So, Lee agreed, my buddy. Yeah, and I don't see him in the chat yet, but I do see Martin, hey bud, who was also with me at Salute. Yeah, first time I've actually met Martin in person. I also see Craig, good to see you. Glad to see you got back, mate. This is where I start spotting people. Yeah, which is weird because it's so fuzzy. I've had to sort of reconstruct in my mind what happened with Salute. Yeah, I couldn't even look at photos because Lee came along and took the photos. But with him being a professional editor, photographer, he doesn't want to just give me photos. He's got to edit them and make them look pretty. Such standards on the Terrain Shooter channel. I mean, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know at all. Yeah. But I'm waiting for those photos. But I did get about a couple of hours of content of the tables, some of the traders. I know I've missed people because as I've come away from Salute, I've seen on my Facebook that's what people's like, where were you? I didn't even see you. And there's other people like, I meant to go back to them and I just blanked it by the end of Salute. But overall, yeah, it was great. It was sort of like we booked it in advance and I booked the hotel because like Lee doesn't travel in the mornings and this sort of stuff. So basically we committed. Yeah, got down there on the Friday night, bumped into Ben and Jerry. Yeah, the ice cream boys from On Tabletop. They're going to hate me for calling them the ice cream. But come on, Ben and Jerry.
Wait, as in the ones that made Ben and Jerry?
No.
Oh. I was excited.
As in the two beards from Beasts of War. Brown beard and grey beard.
So not Brownie Fudge.
The ice cream boys. I'm going to get so much grief for calling. You can guarantee. Oh. But yeah, so spent the Friday night with Ben and Jerry. Yeah, having a couple of drinks at the Fox, which was next to the Premier Inn, or the Hotel de Sin. Back to the bar, met up with Lee Upton from Whatchamacallit, from, I can't remember the gaming club he did, but they were down bringing this huge naval battle with about 50 like medieval ships on it. It was really good. Yeah, that's in the video. Right, let me do some comments. Diane saying belated hell yeah and general greetings. Hello Tom, hello to you. Hey Bat, Tony, Gary. The 45th clown.
And the amount you spend this chair, I'm on the carousel.
Yeah, you do. Craig saying, I'm back home now. Nice to see you there. It was good to see you there. He's also saying, still overwhelmed with the response to my stuff this year. There was a lot of interest at your store. Craig's from Uncertain Scenery, who does the MDF boards that we're using for the Kill Team project. Yeah, the Kill Team project, like every project, yeah. But we're doing something with them. But he had a lot of interest. He had some nice boards. I don't want to talk too much about them because I don't want to spoil the video. Because I did go around and I did film them. Mr. I was saying, I can testify to Mel talking. I was playing a test of Turner Gangs when he came by. I was the fat ginger guy with the massively tall beard and the glasses. I probably vaguely remember you. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Did people want to take photos with you?
So yeah, loads of people came up for selfies. Loads. I had selfies with. I met Bill from Bill Making Stuff, the YouTube channel. Yeah, great guy. Wasn't sure who he was at first because I just wasn't expecting to see him there. And it took me right. Oh right, you know what I mean. You know what I'm like, you know. Yeah, but he was a lovely bloke, and you know, want to hit him up and chat with him and that sort of stuff. Midwinter Minis and a couple of other people. In fact, I met so many people. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's such. It's been. I'm not as sharp as I used to be, and I wasn't this good at remembering what went on before. So, you know, I'm looking forward to going back to the video. Ah, Lee's turned up. You gotta love Willow's response there. Shut up.
I like Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, yeah. Odin, damn, I absolutely hate this new YouTube layout thing. Can't find anything. YouTube changes everything all the time.
No, Dad, have you seen it?
It was great to meet you, Ben, when you managed to finally get your book signed, but didn't manage to find you again. Well, I'm glad I managed to sign your book, buddy. What did you enjoy the most?
Coming home.
Do you know what? No. Yeah, I was glad to get home because it's a long drive home from Salute. And after Salute, you know what I mean? It's, you know, you just want to, right, I just want to decompress. Yeah, but the thing that I enjoyed the most, probably, was the talking to people. You know, the terrain was nice and there was cool stuff, but there's always nice terrain at Salutes. Yeah, there's always cool stuff to see on the traders. But, you know, with how the channel's been and, you know, not just me not struggling with Connect Online, you know, I haven't done shows or anything or really been out as the terrain shooter in a long time. And it's sort of hesitant, like, you know, right, when I actually get out, you know, it's okay with, you know, people who, you know, you guys who actually sort of like really like me, you know, like the stuff I put out and keep an eye out for it. But just for people in general, in the industry in general, you know, it's like, do you still remember me? You know what I mean? Yeah, and it was just lovely to see, you know, how many people just still remember me. Yeah, there was a couple of people who just got no idea who I was. Yeah, and I won't call them out or embarrass them, but one of them was a YouTube terrain builder, and it was like, all right, okay, he's busy. Yeah, I did find that a bit of a giggle. It was like, okay, yeah, I'll chat to you. Oh, you know. Just a silly thing.
Is Beetle okay?
Beetle will be wife is in hospital. So no, not long term with long term care. So I'm guessing he's there with her.
I thought I was gonna find out like he fell down the stairs.
No. I know Beetle from Adepticon. I know him and his wife. So I'm guessing they're watching. It's not there's an emergency. He's with his missus and they're watching the live show from the hospital. So they're watching it together.
Okay.
So don't worry, darling.
I was scared then.
Good to see you, Beetle.
No, Corp's not a legend. I am.
Lee doesn't want to drive to London at 4 a.m. No shoot, Sherlock. I've done it a few times. it's a long day to do it in a day. You really just it's. Yeah, Mr. Armour, Bill making stuff was there. Pretty sure it was Bill making stuff and not Dan does. He had a label tag with Bill on, and he said he was Bill from Bill making stuff. So
Yeah, you hope so. One day I'm going to go and impersonate you.
you can't.
I can.
Actually, you've got the forehead for it.
Yeah, I can get into your Face ID. We know this.
Right. So committed, went down, had a great sort of Friday evening, trying to sleep in the hotel. Yeah, Jesus wept. Well, me and Lee had this sort of we were twin room. Yeah, we weren't doubling it like I did with Jace. Yeah, but the hotel room was so hot. But at the same time, if you open the window, the Dockland Railway was literally about 30 foot away from the window. So I think I fell asleep at about 4 o'clock. Got up at 8. Yeah, we got across, met up with Martin. Got in early with the press passes, which was lovely. Saw a guy from War Games Illustrated. Another, great to catch up with him. Got in there, yeah, and it was just like, right, let's have a look. Initial sort of what's the impression was actually, I've seen over the years with Salute, I've seen Salute sort of pre-show a few times, so I can get a good idea of how big the hall is and that sort of stuff. And I've seen Salute sort of swell and go up and down and go in size depending on the size of the hall. And I walked in, and the first thing I thought was, all right, this is a fair size, it's not shrinking, I walked round though. I got a feeling that there weren't as many tables as as I'm used to, and I'm pretty sure that's stacks. Yeah, probably by a couple of rows, not massively, but enough that I noticed the difference. But a lot of the tables they did bring were good tables. A lot less traders as well, in general. I remember in the past a lot more traders on the sides, down the sides, and that sort of stuff. So generally, it's a smaller sort of event than I remember, but my experiences pre-pandemic, if you know what I mean. So, actually, to be perfectly honest, I was kind of grateful, yeah, because I wanted to film the show, and one of the things that was going through my mind is, if this is a big Salute, that was a beast when I was, fully on my game, to come back and try and, this is going to be a struggle. So what it meant was, yeah, actually I can do this. And actually I managed to get all the filming done. Yeah, we sort of started about 8ish, and I managed to get all the filming done by about, what time was it?
You're at AM or PM?
By about 11:30. 8 a.m.
You were up at 8?
No, we were up at 8. We were there about 9 a.m. Yeah, because I had to wait for Sleepyhead, Mr. Lee. Lee doesn't do mornings, I have discovered. Yeah, I was up, showered, shaved, prepped, dressed, gone downstairs, had a coffee, bit of fresh air, come back up, yeah. I'd woken Lee up, and Lee was still in bed, so it was like, would you like a coffee? All the film done, even with a dodgy gimbal. Yeah, we managed that. My gimbal played up halfway through, but don't worry, I fixed it. I sorted out what the problem was, and it didn't flutter us. Yeah, but it was a bit of annoying for a few tables. But we got that covered. Yeah, but we got all that done for about sort of like 12:30, and it was a quick sort of like, right, let's step out the hall, hit Costa Coffee, just go get a cold drink, sort of wet the whistle and get a little bit of food in me. So a quick ham and cheese toasty. Yeah, only had to get a second mortgage for that, obviously. Salute food. Oh no, Salute XL. Go on, give me a price for a single ham and cheese toasty. Yeah, London.
Was it cold or hot?
It was toasted. London, yeah, in the actual XL centre.
How big are we talking?
Oh, we're talking one of their not one of their fancy ones, just like
two slices of bread from in there, toasted with ham and cheese.
Probably a little bit smaller bread, and one piece of ham. Thin ham. Go on, give me a price. Toasted.
£18.57.
No, go on, give me a real price.
£7.50.
I think it was £5.60.
It's £4 and the cost dropping.
I know, but £18.65. Yeah.
See? I was thinking that.
Yeah. Captain Mandarin saying his room was boiling too. 24 in the room. What? Are you having an orgy?
Dad!
Well, listen, the hotel bar after hours, normally it's like a lock-in before salute. Everyone's there getting drunk, yeah? It was suspiciously quiet. I'm discovering that post-pandemic, the industry has taken an interesting... The Hotel de Sin has taken in... Yeah, there was an orgy. 24 in the room. And at a different
24
hotel...
degrees.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You dumb. Hey, who knows? Anyway.
Perhaps there was an orgy going on. The hotel bar was still suspiciously quiet. Yeah?
I don't need to hear about your grown men orgies.
Would you like to hear about the argument with the bloke with the prostitute?
No.
I'm making an assumption there, yeah? A lady possibly of the night and a gentleman who was trying to book her in a rather late night. And he was obviously successful because she was sitting in the breakfast room in the morning. Still dressed in it. What little she was dressed when she booked in.
Melvin.
Right, we're going off that topic. That's
YouTube.
Yes, I know. When you're basically a captive audience, then you can charge you what you like for simple items. I know Sentinel, and a lot of the times, I'll prep and I'll bring drinks with me, you know what I mean? And next time, I will. But the thing is, I'd sort of gone with right, I've got this budget, you know what I mean? I wasn't blowing tons on models or anything, because, I've already got stuff I need to be doing on. I did pick up Water Tanker. Yeah, which is a simple skirmish fast play game based on dice rolling. Yeah, for sort of 28mm tanks. Produced by the Two Fat Lardies. Yeah, and Rich Clark of Two Fat Lardy fame. One Lord. Yeah, he is one Lord, the other is the other, I assume. In fact, yeah. Nick, it's Nick something. Yeah, but I met with Rich Clark, yeah, and he actually took me through the game, and I had a quick game with him, just a couple of rounds to get the idea of it, and it's a lovely game. So I'm going to rewatch Clip. I've got a few tanks, Lee's got a few tanks. I'm going to be having to play with this. I want to get back into easy wargaming. Yeah, now I did pick up also Ashton Panzer, which is Warlord's new sort
Nick
of...
Skinner?
What?
Is it Nick Skinner?
Nick Skinner. How do you know that? Ah, Nick Skinner. Yeah, that's it, Nick Skinner.
So you don't give me any credit.
No, because you just read it off Mr.
Yeah, but what if I was really smart deep down and I love these two people?
Stop it. Right, but as I was saying, I want to get more into gaming, yeah, but big games, that sort of stuff, yeah. I want to do bolt action, yeah. I want to have a play with Drop Fleet. I want to get back into Kill Team, yeah. But there's a lot of rules and learning and a lot. So, Lee, while he was there, he managed to pick up What a Cowboy, yeah, and came over to me raving about it. And I'd heard about What a Tanker, yeah, and I'd heard it was good. So, I leveraged my YouTube celebrity, yeah, to basically, can you show me this game, Rich? He was like, yeah, sure, well, come on, we'll have a couple of rounds. And we're, just at the end of the show, we just played in the corner of their beautiful sort of Stalingrad board, which I'm not going to talk more about because it's on the video, but I think it's my favourite of the show. But I may be biased because I got to play on it. Yeah, so I'm reserving that until, I properly review all the tables on the footage and, in a calmer mind, if you know what I mean. But I'm looking for a couple of games that are easy to play and that sort of stuff. So pick this up and it was really good. So you might see some tanking going on. Yeah, coming up. There's also managed to get my hands on a copy of Ashton Panzer, which is Warlord's new sort of tank battle game. That's a little bit more involved. Yeah, really interesting, quite interesting to be truthful, but I haven't even had a chance to properly go through the rules. I mean, the models are the bolt action tank models. I've already got them. So basically, I've bumped up forces and got some others. Yeah, which kind of works because I bought a rule book for What a Tanker. But I also walked away with a tank game starter box from Warlord Games with the two opposing tank forces in it and 28mm. So, one set of tanks, 2 games. Win.
Do you have to pay to play on like tables at Salute?
No, you don't pay to play on tables at Salute.
So why is it such a hard thing to play on?
What do you mean?
You just said that like it was the best table you buy because you got to play on it. Could you not play on any table?
No, with that comment, what I'm saying is that when I thought what was the best table terrain wise.
No, I get what you mean, but like you said you got to play on that. Could you not just ask anybody to play?
It wasn't that. Yeah, by the time I finished book signing, then going around filming the traders, and then catching up and speaking with the last of the people, it was about 4 o'clock. I was burnt to a crisp, and and with regards to the people who were doing demo games at that point, everyone there's sort of burnt to the.
Away.
Well, they're not packing away yet because they're still going on. But the traders, the people, it's been a long day for them. So they're not ready for me to come along and say, "Hey, at 4 o'clock, I'm ready to start Salute. Yeah, tell me about this, too." So it's more like, "How's it going for you?" Yeah, it's been a good day, mate. You know what I mean? They're in that sort of phase.
Yeah.
But I'd heard, and What a Tanker was that good, that I only went up and said, could you just talk me through, get someone to show me the rules? And Rich was good enough to actually, come on, I'll play around with you. So we just had a quick round, because he'd had a long day, and he's there as like the company person who's got a trade, so it's that sort of situation. So I'd love to go to Salute as a punter, but I think I've realised at this point, it's just not going to happen. There's not enough time in Salute for me to do the stuff of the terrain shooter I'd like to do, let alone do stuff as, as just Mel. You know what I mean? So, but I am going to start doing this thing with Salute, is sort of go in a little bit harder and get things done. Clear off my time a little bit quicker. Or I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a break, sort of halfway through, and sort of say, right, I'm having an hour just to go play some games, because once I've got the tables and terrain done, it's only chatting with people, catching up with the traders, and that's actually always better to sort of film and do later on in the show, because it's a lot quieter then. There's a lot less people there. The initial rush has calmed down, so you can actually get to the traders and you're not distracting them from making sales or dealing with customers. They've got a bit of time to go, Mel, have a look at this, because at the end of the day, they're there to make a living. So, it's great for me to come along with my camera, but if I need to excuse me, I might be moving a customer out of their way, who might be interested in buying and changes his mind if they're busy. I mean, with the gaming tables, it doesn't matter. They're busy, No one's losing out, by me saying, "Oh, do you mind if I can just get in there for a moment?" But with the traders, I like to leave those to the later. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm going to specifically allocate, some time and play time in the middle of Salute. I'm definitely doing another book signing. I enjoyed that. But next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something, bring down some freebies or stuff. Some stuff I can give away. Just give people a reason to come to the store and come see me, because I loved it. Just sitting there, because loads of people came up and either brought books. They watched. I think I sold about 2 boxes of books, about 18, probably more. Which was really good. Obviously, I didn't sell them. Warlord sold them, but I signed them, and then people bought them. Well, actually, people bought them, then I signed them. Because one of the first books I signed, the guy walked off. Warlord couldn't sell it to anyone else.
What?
Yeah. That's his first book signing.
So you like signed your name and their name?
Yeah. To Rob. Keep crafting. Mel. Looked up. It's gone. Looked across. See him walking for the exit.
Did he pay for a book?
No.
So he wasted a book?
Technically, yeah, he wasted one of Warlord's books.
Could you do a giveaway to a guy called Rob? Only Robs can enter.
I did hold it to one side on the hope that a Rob would walk along. Yeah. But after that, it was like, right, I'm not signing a book until you've been to the till and you bring it back with your Warlord bag. Yeah, because the Warlord shopping bags were at the till. So that was sort of like the sort of sales receipt, yeah. And it was like, and not just that, where I was sitting, I could literally see the till, so I could sort of see them. But at one point, yeah, I need to take my green pen as well. That was a faux pas. Yeah, but at one point, I was sort of sitting on the studio display stand. Yeah, when the till was there and the queue was running along the till stand. And at one point, I looked up, and all I could see was like this long queue of probably about 8 or 9 people. Yeah, with their partners and the kids and that sort of stuff. And it was like every couple of them had a copy of Terrain Essentials. So it was like, obviously they're going, oh yeah, I'll go buy it. But they joined the queue to go buy it as other customers. But as I looked across, it was like Terrain Essentials, Terrain Essentials, Terrain Essentials. And all the way through the sort of our book signing, as I looked across, it was like, yeah, they're still there. They're still there. Yeah. And when it got to the end of not sure, sort of the hour, and it's like, right, I need to wrap this up. You know, I think I was desperate for the toilet or something. But basically, it was like, right, I need to wrap this up. But there's a couple of people in the queue who haven't had their book signed, so I went along and just, I'll sign them in the queue for you. Right, I need to go do this. No, it's filming the traders. Yeah, but I really enjoyed the book signing bit.
Oh,
you could send it to Rob, the Honest Wargamer. I've left it there. We've left it to Warlord. It's because, it's like, yeah. But Stone people do that. Hey, Mal, saw you Saturday. Hope the show went well. Did you see the historical Italian town recreation? Yes, I did. It's filmed. It'll be on the video. Yeah, it was lovely. Very nice. Really nice to see it on the slope, if you know what I mean. It'd be good to see it in full bore with a full siege on it. But I won't say more than that because I won't spoil it. Here in the States, the small shows are scheduling 1.5 days from noon on Friday through Saturday evening. Most attendees are local. This allows time on Sunday to prepare for a new week. Yeah, Mark's saying if they do Salute as a 2-day event, they could do it as a punter. Unfortunately, Salute will never be a 2-day event. Not because there's not the interest or that sort of stuff. They could definitely do it. But because Salute's run by a War Games club. I mean, it's the biggest War Games show, in the UK, and it's held in one of our major exhibition centres in the capital of our country. But it's just a bunch of war gamers who run it, and they volunteer. They don't get paid and that sort of stuff. Yeah, so it'll never be a 2-day event. I don't think. I can never see it going to a full to a 2-day event. I do like the idea of 2 days. I do like the idea of multiple day events. Yeah, especially if there's a hotel to sit.
I'm gonna get my charger and go do a little bit of biology revision.
Go on then, darling.
Thank you. Sorry, you have charge under the table.
Rusted saying, with my basis comparison is Adepticon, and I can't imagine that as a 1-day event. No. I mean, one of the reasons why I really loved Adepticon was the fact that it was a multiple day event. And for me, Adepticon wasn't just... Love you, darling. For me, Adepticon wasn't just a multiple day event. Yeah, it was... Because Adepticon, it sort of runs from... I can't remember if it runs from the Thursday to the Sunday or I can't remember the flow of how the actual days run, but because I was there with the guys from Adepticon and we were doing the Kickstarter, and I was with Dave, who's with them. I flew in early and I was sort of with the setup, and I was at the post show with Adepticon. So Adepticon was a week for me, yeah. But the reason I fell in love with Adepticon was because the show was held, yeah, the event space, yeah, was held within an actual hotel, yeah. And so, you know, and it took over the entire hotel. So for me, basically, I was just a week-long gaming session, yeah, gaming show, and it was wonderful. And that's why I'd really like at least a 2-day show in the UK, yeah, with, you know, but held in a hotel, yeah, not, oh, there's a 2-day show, yeah, and there's accommodation combined with an actual hotel. Yeah, so you can game in the evening, you know, the gamers in the bar, the people who come to the show and staying over, you know, staying over in the hotel. And I think that would be brilliant, yeah. And, you know, with the option to turn up early on the Friday night and, you know, perhaps, you know, not an official, you know, event on a Friday night, but, hey, we've got the bar, we've got a bit of space open. You know, a few people are running, bringing in a few games and that sort of stuff. So if you come down on Friday, there's something to do. Yeah, so it'd be a Friday through to a Sunday. I think that would be lovely. Yeah. Right. 2025. Melcom. Spodeworks is situated. Stoke is in the centre, pretty much centre of London. Easy access from the M6, easy access from North Wales and the North West, easy access from East Midlands via the A500, the A50 that cuts through from Derby and the M1. Yeah, it's only an hour from Birmingham, it's only an hour from Manchester. There's a hotel on site. Yeah, there's a restaurant and quite a nice bar and that sort of stuff on site. I know Gary, the owner, because he's on site. Yeah. He's also got exhibition space. There's a metric ton of free parking on site. It's a secure 24-hour parking. There's also a really good pub across the road. Yeah. Who's got a bit of an evening function room I could probably get, because I know them. There's the Jay's Caf that we always go to for food, and I know who. Yeah, okay. There's the extra. Baby steps, Mouse. Baby steps. Let's start with a day. Let's not do a 2-day event. Terraincon. Just a small show. But a show about terrain. I'll tell you what we'll do. The trade, we could do, I don't know, I don't want to make any commitments, but focus on terrain traders, yeah, reach out to all the basic terrain people, that sort of stuff. Tell the terrain traders they come, but they've got to bring a couple of tables, yeah, that's the deal. We could do that. That's doable. Whoa! Yeah, Mel, great. Thank you, buddy. Flock and foam con. Train con. Come on, okay. Let's re-engage. Come on, let's come up with a name with it. Just for a couple of minutes for a bit of a giggle. Yeah, just while we, you know, but that's doable. That's doable, isn't it? Do it late summer, something like that. TerrainCon, Adapters Terrainiacs, Flock and Phone 2025, Mel Terrain Expo. I don't want Mel in it. You know me, I don't like, you know what I mean. Let's go for, Melcom. Red Wine Terrain Show. The Meadow Tipo Red Wine Terrain Show. That'll go. Tresson Hills. Tables galore. Watchamacom. Terrainiacs are us. Tables galore. Terrain Glory. Scenicon, Tutorcon, Scenicon. That could have a nice little spin off into the railway folks, actually, couldn't it? A Sentinel saying, Mel, you're getting back into things back to normal with the channel. Planning an event in 2025 isn't a simple endeavour. I totally agree, mate. Yeah, I totally agree. This is more, if anything, yeah, feeling, and I'm planning it, having something to think about and look at. I'm not making a commitment or doing it yet, but this sort of thing goes, hey, now I've got a reason to chat to a few people. And when I see Warlord and I go, hey, if I was to put on a small show, could you know what I mean? And it gives me something to engage, and it's something I want to, and it's something for me to feel happy and look forward to about, hey, that could happen. I'm not saying, hey, let's do that, because, yeah, we've got terrain build and videos to make. Yeah, so going off on a complete diversion to run a convention. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Yeah, and I know Lee and Martin and my friends and that sort of stuff will keep me sensible. But it does, the idea of having something like that, maybe not next year, maybe the year after, yeah, it opens it up. Do you know what I mean? It gives me an opportunity to talk to people and say, hey, would you be interested? Is that something you'd be up to? And just make it clear, yeah? Sentinel saying, Mel, realistically, go for 2026. Well, let's do that then. Let's say, yeah, let's talk about it with 2026. And if we can get it sorted, if we can get enough people interested in that sort of stuff by the middle of 2025, a year's time, with who I chat to and who you guys, and, oh, yeah, Mel's talking about that. That's something, and there's enough interest, then we'll say, okay, let's make it happen, or commit to making it happen then. FlockitCon! 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 It's got to be at it!
What are you on about?
No, not Flock Off, because that's competitive, and I don't do competitive. FlockitCon! Wills, you know this terrain convention? I know you don't. It's a secret. FlockitCon. Right, we have a name. FlockitCon 2026.
Have you spoken to a trusted adult about it yet?
I am a trusted adult.
No, you're not.
We have a winner. No, FlockitCon. That's it. That's stuck. That's decision made. No more suggestions need to be made. We're not changing it. Whatever it's called, we need a marquee called the Mel Content. We could have a terrain building competition. You know the benefits of that? I finally found a damn use for all those damn mini Mels I've got in that box. Here's your trophy. FlockitCon. I like that idea, but just to go off on a tangent, yeah, there is event space that, I am on a site with the hotels, the catering, the people on Spodeworks site and that sort of stuff. They do a lot of events that I support them with as an artist in residence on the site, as one of the Spodeworks sites. So I know a lot of people who actually do events, put events, catering. Yeah, I know there's an event. So actually, You know, that sort of stuff. And, you know, and I've been on Spode for 7 years now. You know, I know the manager, you know, the council managers of the site and that sort of stuff. So just as a trial run to see as like, right, yeah, I can probably do this. It would have to be a mini Mel painting competition. Thomas is saying, I'm fine with 2026. Gives me time to save up for the trip over to the pond. What I'd probably say, yeah, is I'd run the con as a one-day event, yeah, but I'd run an informal event also on the site on the Friday evening with just me and any other people who want to sort of turn up the evening before, just sort of like a bit casual gaming and a hangout. You know what I mean? Just so there's an opportunity for that sort of evening social drinking with wargamers. And so, you know, because as wargamers, we meet up at shows and that sort of stuff. But often we're busy, you know, the best we can get is, you know, a chat while you have a coffee because you've got to drive and you don't really drink, yeah, or socialise. But, you know, with the night before salute and that sort of stuff, it's really fun to actually sit down with people and actually chat and, you know, have a few drinks with nothing more than, hey, we're just having a good evening before we all go to bed and we do what we're here to do tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I'd really like to incorporate that in. And with there being like the hotel on site and a bar on site, which means, and trust me, the bar at Spode, it's a lot cheaper than the bars in London. So that's a plus. Yeah, in fact, the budget hotel's really good. And it's not really a hotel. They're more like little self-contained one-room apartments because they've got little cooking stations in, so you can bring your own food in. You know what I mean? If you want to do your own food and that sort of stuff. Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah, but there's a real, and I really like FlockitCon. Flockit 2026. Flockit 2026. Take a page from Warhammer, a massive diorama with thousands of figures, and you have to find the mini-man. Or I could get one of those long extender sticks, hide a mini-man in the Warhammer World diorama, yeah, and then tell people go find it. Obviously not the railway hobbyist crowd. They get pretty moody if dice killed a train bystander. Oh. Football? They could televise and make it the Great Pottery Throwdown. It could be called the Great Fucking... Do you know what's irony? Yeah? The Great Pottery Throwdown, yeah, is filmed about a mile away from Spodeworks at another pottery site. Yeah? So, you know what I mean? There's, you know, and you know the guy, Keith Brian Jones? I know him. At one point, he was going to have a studio actually on Keith Brian Jones is the famous pottery guy off the Great British Pottery Throwdown, you know, the famous pottery show. But his studio is just up the road from mine. But he was actually going to be coming on to Spode and have a big studio on Spode, and he does work from Spode. You know, he comes in and, you know, you see him on site and that sort of stuff. Mr. Armour, I haven't seen that. Get Zorpers up to bring big luck. I'd like to do something like that. You know, but above all, I'd like a War Games con that's about the tables and the terrain. Yeah? And, you know, I think there's interest, and geographically, we're in a good position. It's easy, you know, I'm not saying it's the best position, but, you know, there's enough for people to be interested, and, you know, I like that idea. I think that's got legs. Any volunteers could be sons of a pleasant vodka. Yeah, Vorpal's asking, did you make a salute video? Yes, Vorpal, I did. Yeah, I have transferred the footage across. All the footage is fine. All the audio, it's all captured fine. I did a quick check, but I haven't actually started the edit yet, in all honesty. Now, one thing I do need you to do is is make sure that anyone in the clan jumps on the Discord, posts what you've been doing in the weekly roundup. I haven't been I've missed a few, but there are some lovely pieces. Yeah, I need more to talk about though, like lots more, or we're going to really struggle because there are not many. Yeah, so guys, if you're on the Discord, if you're not on the Discord, get down in the links below. If you are on the Discord, post some stuff. Yeah, otherwise it's going to be a short clan chat, but we'll go around the scenery, we'll figure it. Right, tons to do actually, loads to get on. Hey, Duncan's Band of Brothers, good to see you, mate. Good to finally meet you. Lovely tables. Tony's saying I don't like Discord at all. What I've been doing, playing original Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, that's good. Discord is great for this kind of lots of engagement. We'll get the Discord going. It stalled a little with me. I've had some things with Wills and some and Easter and that sort of stuff, and it look sort of like. But we're good. We'll get back on. It'll roll. The main thing is site for terrain, site for this. And I think, we should really, as part of the Sunday Nighter, yeah, everyone should be considered to be part of the FlockitCon planning committee. Yeah. We're going to have and over the next year, we'll make this a bit of a running theme. Yeah, I mean, first show after Salute, we've already got a name for our con. And let's be honest. Yeah. Now we need to talk about FlockitCon in the wild in case anyone else tries to nick it. Yeah. And if anyone does try and nick it, yeah, we've got to bring the clan together and we've got to go to war. Yeah, I know we've got veterans. Bring your static grass applicators, we're going to need shock tactics. FlockitCon. And tell them to... Well, we'll tell them a lot more than that. Trust me. Right. The Sunday Natter. Is anyone showing me any stuff on the Sunday Natter? Oh God, that's Willow. Model stuff's got a new prototype, new building. Right. Let's do a quick flip over. Yeah. Right. Only a couple of things in the Sunday Natter. On the Discord, if you want to show me something while we're chatting and that sort of stuff.
Why you talk about me?
There's a picture of you, don't worry, go away.
Okay. Can I erase this? The heart's stressful.
Feel free, grab your drink.
The pulmonary artery and all that.
Pulmonary artery?
Yeah, all that stupid stuff. I'm gonna...
You know your dad was an anatomy lecturer.
Okay. And I'm a triple science student. We're both suffering right now, babes.
Two more years and she's off to university. Thoughtful saying, have I watched Fallout on Prime? How about making some terrain for that? I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, but there is already tons of Fallout, really good Fallout terrain. Right. Right, back onto the Discord. Model stuff. He's working on a cafeteria. Now we know he does good stuff. So we will have to see where that goes. I need to jump on. We need to have a look on what some of the stuff from Wednesday. Did I post? I'm not sure if I posted on Wednesday. We'll do that next week. We'll get back into the rhythm. Into the rhythm of things. Ooh, that's nice. That's really good. Lovely corner tile. 2 foot by 2 foot. Walled off, but with multi-layer platforms integrating industrial pieces. So it's an industrial tile, but still highly playable. Yeah, that's clever. Yeah, that's just a Space Marines. Nice painting nids. Wait, who's done the line effects? Ooh, fancy. Yeah, love that though. Right, oh, Crawley's there. What are you working on? Heads. Mate, they're too nice. Tattoos. Oh, Crawley, they're beautiful, buddy. I suppose you've just literally with that sort of stuff, you've got to just practice and practice. It's like anything though. Oh, you've got some Gaelic knots in there. Beautiful work, buddy. And what's this? Right, Low Rock Fist. He's a knot. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Crawley. Beautiful work, buddy. Lovely. If there's anything else that you guys want to show me, you can calm down. Pop it over there. Right, let me just... Let's go back. Right. Right, back to the show. If you're liking the show, the links are down below. You know how to put a smile on my face. Ladies. Yeah, in the meantime, let's check if we've got any questions and that sort of stuff. Make sure we're not missing any shout-outs. Right, not going to be missing any shout-outs. Dave's asking. Delwyn asked during the week about why static grass was not standing to intention. I'm intrigued for your answer. I'd have to see it and know more. In fact, there he is. Dylan, tell me about why you're struggling with your getting it to stand up straight, mate. Tell me all about it. Hey James, good to see you again. I've just rewatched one of your videos using herbs as a basing scatter. Yeah, I've been using store-bought flocks, but I would like to start using oregano, parsley, basil, thyme. I understand some herbs like parsley are not colour set and may change colour when used. Apart from losing some colour, have you ever had any other issues and problems when using dry herbs? I'm trying to troubleshoot before I jump into herbs. Okay, when you're working with herbs, yeah, the first thing is it's not just a matter of sealing them down. They're really loose, yeah, and they layer on top of each other. So if you just put a little bit of PVA down, yeah, and sprinkle, your herbs on, only the very bottom will glue, yeah, and the top will stay loose as hell, yeah. Now, so they need sealing, but what it means is basically, yeah, until they're all fully sealed, everything can just, you can sneeze, yeah, and it can disappear. Yeah. So what you really need to do is, when you're working with herbs, is put your base glue down, put them on, and then immediately seal. Yes, they do colour change. Yeah. But you've got to compensate with that by using inks or some sort of thin wash. You can do this as you seal them by mixing, PVA in with your wash or whatever it is and do it in one hit and just drip it on, that sort of stuff. You can't apply it with anything. You have to drip it on because the herbs are that light, yeah, that anything wet you touch with them, the herbs will just stick to. So if you try and apply it, dab it on and apply it with a brush, what you'll actually do is end up having the herbs stick to the brush and lifting off with your brush. So you've got to do drip your seal. But you can mix in, your wash and that sort of stuff. And I recommend doing that because whenever you reactivate or wash herbs, you can reactivate the PVA and it becomes loose again. Yeah, so when working with basic herbs, you basically need to get them sealed, coloured, and nailed down one hit. And then you're fine. Once they're sealed, yeah, and they're coloured, they're tough as hell. Yeah, you can paint them, you can dry brush them if you want to. You can carry on modelling around them. They're fine. Yeah. Oh, had lots of practice painting, but cheated on the tattoos with transfers. At least you're honest, Crawley. There's many people who would have taken the credit. Sign of a proper professional. The figs were examples of my winter basing. Oh, right. Oh, do. Silly me. Winter basing example. Let's have a look. Oh, that's quite nice. Let's just quickly skip over. Yeah. Nice depth. You've made it fluffy. You've got a bit of scatter, shown some rocks. Frosted, what you call it. Nice underlay of a nice blue. That works. It's so hard to photograph snow bases. So hard. Yeah, mate. I like that. What's that? Shrimps, roller mason. Building ruins. That's a nice little set you've got there, mate. I like that. You sort of like, right, you've sort of gone, right, let's work it up and now make sure we've got multiples of everything we need in one hit. That's some good crafting, buddy. I like it. Okay. Let's go back. Right, we're good on that. Right, so that's my recommendations with herbs and that sort of stuff. That's all the questions I have right now. If there's anything desperate anyone wants to know, throw it in the comments. I'm closing the watch because, to be honest, I'm getting a bit of a sore throat. Thanks. So pretty simple runes, but enough to fill a table. That's all it needs to be, buddy. Right, guys. Do you know what? I've had a good show, and to be truthful, it's been a long weekend, and I can feel my throat is failing. Yeah, I'm not just going to go into a ramble. It was a great weekend at Salute. I love the idea of FlockitCon. Yeah. So we'll talk about that in the future. But in the meantime, guys, I think it's time for Mel to rest his weary throat and get ready for some serious video editing tomorrow. Salute is always the hardest job of the year. So you know what I need. It involves 10 taps. 4 for the hell, 1 for the space, 4 for the yeah, 1 to put a smile on my face. And I'll catch you on the channel in the week, folks. All the best, yeah? Ta-da! Don't forget to post your stuff in the weekly roundup channel if you're on Discord. I need it. New video this week, most definitely. Right,